Hi there, how you doing? Redneck Hillbilly here again. Tonight, this afternoon, I'm going to do something a little bit different that I've never done in this oven before. I had to buy a new oven, countertop oven, as my other one bit the dust, but we'd had it a long time. We use it 3 and 4 times a day, so I've had to go and buy another one. So this oven is pretty new, so it's more of an experiment than anything else. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm doing some baked potatoes with some beef mince and veggies, sour cream, and with a bit of butter in the middle. But I like my potatoes with a really crispy outside skin and fluffy inside. These are the potatoes I'm using. Please, we're in Australia, don't ask me what potatoes these are, because nobody seems to know. They're just potatoes, right? There's another one. I'd love to know. I was brought up in a fruit shop and we knew every type of potato we sold in our shops, but I can't find out what these are. All that they are is brushed potatoes, and that's what you seem to get in Australia. You get red ones, red potatoes, white potatoes, brushed potatoes and washed potatoes. We are very, very lucky today because I managed to find some big uns. Because I like big uns. I don't like them pissy little things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to prepare these now, and I'll put the camera down and see if we can let you see what I'm actually doing. Right, now first of all, they tell me you've got to pierce the skins. There's probably a couple of reasons for doing this. They say it's to stop the potato exploding in the oven, but I think it's more, if you want crispy skins, to let the moisture out and to get the potato inside nice and fluffy. So whatever the reason is, it works, so it doesn't matter, does it? And then I'm going to put some salt, some oil, but you need a high point heat point oil that takes a lot of heat. It's no good using olive oil for doing this. It gets too hot, especially if you want crispy skins. And I love olive oil, so don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking on olive oil. It's got its place. But I'm using a grapeseed oil, which is pretty neutral tasting oil. Well, that's them done. Now, what I've got to try and do is keep one hand clean and rub the potato all the way around with the oil. Mind you, I've done this before, but I've never done it in this oven. We have baked potatoes pretty regularly. We all seem to like them. But having said that, you cannot, well, especially in this house, have a baked potato without sour cream and butter. So if you're going to watch your calories, don't copy this recipe. But having said that, it's not as if you have them every week or every day or every week. We probably have these once a month, sometimes even longer than that. Now, I'm going to salt them. I usually use rock salt, but the rock salt I've got at the moment is a bit too rocky. I didn't realise that, so I'll use this sea salt, which is just as good. I'm not going to put pepper on them yet, because apparently pepper can burn if it's cooked too long. And these are going to be on for at least an hour at a high heat. Now, just give me a minute to dry my hands. And then, what we're going to have, for me and my beautiful missus, we're going to have a baked onion. Now, I've got some really big onions outside. I hate these pissy little onions to peel and chop. But when you bake them whole, I don't mind them. But the big onions I've got, we'd never eat one. They're so big, you know. So sometimes we only use half an onion, and these will get cooked in their skins till we're ready to peel them. Right, now, here we go. Put the taters in. I'll move this and we'll get this a bit closer so we can all see what I'm doing. And what I'm going to do, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Right, that should do. Now we close the lid. That's all I need to do. We turn it on. We choose the bake function, which I've already done. That's roast, that's bake. Now the time I'm going to set it for is 1 hour. Actually no, I'll do 45 minutes, then I'll check them. And then they'll probably have to be put in again. And halfway through I'll turn them round. Now the temperature's going pretty high. I'm going to start at 200, and then when I turn them over, I'm going to hit it up to 210. We're on rack 3, which we are, and start. Now it's on a preheat. It's only 90 seconds preheat. Takes my oven 15 minutes, my big oven. So we'll put the light on, and I can see what I'm doing. Now, I'm taking the time, the 45 minutes and the 1 hour. Sometimes, depending on the spot, it takes an hour and a half. So I'm going off to do it in my other oven that broke down the other day. So you're not going to believe the reason. Actually, what I'm going to do is we'll do it this side. We'll take the zoom off. We'll come back to normal. Right. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Must have been a lie. It'll probably come back to me. So it's on 200 degrees C temperature. We're on rack level 3, and I've got it on for 45 minutes. And we'll see how we go with that. Now I've done a few things in this oven since I've had it. I've done some toast. It does the best toast, and you can, if you've got big slices, it takes 4. If you want smaller sizes in the smaller loaves, it takes 6. And you can colour it whichever, just like you can in a toaster. And I've always liked my toast grilled. I don't like my toast done in toasters. It's a petty thing, yes. It's one of them things that I could taste the difference, and it's never the same to me. You like it, that's fine. You go for it. It's whatever suits you. Anyway, I'll come back to you in 45 minutes when I'm going to test it, and then in the meantime, oh well, actually I've got to make the savoury mince and vegetables, so I might come back and show you that. So we'll see how we're going. So I'm just going to get the mince out now. Bought some mince today. I bought 3 kilos, so I'm only going to use about 300 kilos because we've got a big potato there. And I don't want no leftovers today, which I normally have. My missus, before she got ill, used to say, "Are you cooking for an army?" Well, the 3 of us in this house eat like an army. It's the English in me. We like our big dinners. Anyway, I'll bring you back very shortly. Till then, we'll see you soon. Well, here's the meat. I'm just going to take 300 grams of that and put it in here. 111, 210, 268, 312. That'll do me. Close enough is good enough. Right. Now, turn the scales off. Now, right, here we go. Get ready. Fire on. Right, I'm not just going to put a wee dram of oil in there, just so that nothing sticks to the pan. Get my old trusty spoon out. Mind you, nothing much ever sticks to these pans. They're seasoned well. See, no stick. We haven't had this for a long while. I don't know why. I think it's been a bit too hot for baked potatoes and stuff. So it really is a winter's dish. But we eat pretty well all the year round, whatever we eat, summer or the winter, it doesn't matter. Right. just stick a bit of stock in there in a minute. Let that go for a little bit. Doesn't take long. Sometimes I chop my onions a bit finer than that, but this time I thought, well, let's do something a little bit different and christen the new oven. I'm delighted with that oven. The other day I think that's what I was going to tell you before. The first thing I made in this oven was I can remember things when I want to. I made some toast and it was beautiful. And then for tea last night I made some fried chicken in the air fryer mode, and I did some fried turkey, and I breadcrumbed them. They were they were absolutely delicious. Now I've got to put that a bit higher. I like frying it. It's probably, I should have used a bigger pan, but I picked the first one up I got. Well, I could see. That's better. I don't want it stewing in its juices, not at the moment. I want it frying in its juices. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please leave us a like and a bit of a thumbs up. And please, if you did like the video and you want to see more of them, consider subscribing to my channel and ring the bell so you know every time I post something. I've been posting stuff pretty regular at the moment. I haven't got much else to do because I'm caring for my wife and what have you. So, put some stock in now, some beef stock. And it gives me something to do, and it gives me an interest because I can't do any of my normal things that I used to do. I've got repairs to do on the house, but they take too long and I can't leave it for that long. I've got my son home today, so he's looking after it while I do this. But normally I can keep nicking in the lounge, checking her out, you know. So, what would I do without my email? Secret ingredient, a splash of Worcestershire sauce, not Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce. Ooh, that smells good already. Turn her down a bit now.
You have a new email.
A little bit of onion powder. And a little bit of garlic powder. Not too much. The funny thing is, when we lived in the UK, nobody ever ate garlic. Nobody liked it. They always turned their nose up at it. including myself and my family. Now we love it. Can't get enough of it. I like to use fresh garlic, but to be honest with you today, I can't be bothered. I've been out shopping this morning, and I come back absolutely exhausted from that. So it is what it is. Right. Ooh, I wonder if I've got any red wine in the fridge. A bit of red wine wouldn't go amiss in that. Let me check. I thought so. Somebody had put it to the back. A little bit of Shiraz. Really good. Drop that. I like it. Not too much red wine, just enough to give it a little bit of flavour. Right, that's that. Now I'm making some gravy. It's only some gravy powder that I got from our local grocery store, Coles's, and mate, it's only half the price of the expensive stuff, and it's just as good. I find it just as good. I don't find it a problem. I'd be the first one to complain if the gravy wasn't right, I can tell you. I've not had a problem with this, and we've been using this for years now. Why pay more than double the price when you don't really have to? So that's made up now. I'll just shove some more stock in there. Right then, thicken her up. Actually, I'm just going to turn her down a little bit. Few garden mixed vegetables are going in. I like fresh vegetables because I was brought up with them, but not today. They're a good standby, these. That's all you need. How's this doing? Oh, it's going good. Nothing's burnt yet. My other secret ingredient is I buy jars of this tomato paste puree, and I freeze it, and then that's like one good tablespoonful that goes in. Sometimes I use 2, sometimes I use 3. I'm only using 1 tonight. So it just gives that little bit of extra flavour. That's all it does. It's you don't actually taste the tomato paste, but it gives it a bit of body, if you get me drift. I don't want to get this too thin, but it's got to cook out for a few minutes. So I'll give you a close-up of that. That is what we're having on top of our potatoes. I'm going to put some butter on. I'll put some of that on, and then it's the sour cream. But I've got to check the sour cream. I've got some in there, but it might have gone off. We've had it in a few days, so I'll give that a check. If not, somebody is going to have a run to Aldi to get a jar of sour cream. Okay, righto. I'll be checking the spuds in about another 15 minutes, and I'll bring you back for that. Okay. In the meantime, now it's time for the chef's perk, which is another glass of Shiraz red wine. That's the beauty of being the chef. You get to try everything. Now, I can't serve this to anybody else without trying it, can I? I mean, come on, let's face it. This is important. There's nothing more important than that. Hey, this is my first one too. Cheers. Now, I'm going to turn them spuds over. Trying to find a decent pair of bloody, these are rubbish. Ooh, look at that. Ouch, that caught me. That's I've just turned them over and they're going back in now, and I think we'll be looking at the hour. So here we go. And then I will put the onions in. That'll only take 15 minutes at the most, maybe 20. So in the meantime, I drink a toast to all the chefs out there who have to work in Australia in the hot kitchens in the hottest months of the year. It's the pits, but we love it. Not that I'm a chef. No, I'm just a hack that's had to learn very quickly. I'm not doing this by choice, I can assure you. It's a necessity, because my wife is sick. So here's to my wife, and here's to everybody out there. And when I'm ready to start dishing it out, I'll get back to you. Okay? Cheers. Well, here we are, folks. I've done my wife's barrels. I'm doing my son and myself our spuds. I'll give my son the big one. He's a big growing lad, bigger than me. Right, another butter. That's real butter, not this fake stuff. Now, plenty of this. How's that looking? Bit of a mound there, isn't there? Excuse me finger. Right, old son. Lynn. Right, now it's just me. Put that back over there. Oh. My favourite part was the onion. My spud. Put them back in the oven and turn it off. Boiled onions, unbelievable. I love them. This fell to bits a bit, it's been a bit too long. But it don't matter. I'll still go down the same way. Beryl got the big one. I thought I got the big one. Oh well, they'll do her more good than me. I'm happy about that because she's not been eating too much just lately, and I try and keep her meals a bit shorter, or a bit smaller. Right, here we go. Down we go. Bit of a squeeze. Ouch! 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 A knob of real butter. I'm going to empty this. There we go. Now, what next? All right. We still got some left. We still got leftovers. Not much so. Dog might eat that, although I don't like giving the dog onions. They're not supposed to eat onions. Looks like I'm going to have the last spoonful. Oh well. Turn the cooker off. Another slab. I'm going to have 2 slabs. I'll put this in the fridge then we'll have a bit of a taste. Are you ready for this? Now what, a bit of everything on this. Oh, look at them onions, they look good. Bit of sour cream. You watch me burn my mouth out now. Here we go. This is the first time I've done this in this oven, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. It's looking pretty good. The potatoes are not quite as crispy as I normally get them, but that could be the potato itself. I only got them today. So That's me mouthful. Oh, it's not too bad. Not as bad as I thought. That's the beef and the gravy and the veggies. I'll have another go at the potato. Bit of sour cream. I'll go all that. That. Oh my goodness. It's not bad. It can only get better from here. Okay. If you like my video, please can give me a like, a thumbs up. That'd be fantastic. If you like the video and you want to see more of my videos, it's free. Consider subscribing to my channel and we can have a bit of a chat now and again. I'm not a professional photographer. I'm not a professional videographer. I'm not even a professional chef. I'm just an ordinary bloke having a bit of fun. If you like having a bit of fun, leave me a message. Let's have a chat. Okay? See you later. Ta-da!